Timeless reading for Taurus. You have the card Coins, Thief, Knight, Enchantress, White Dragoness, and Rainbow. So there is something about money here, something that was quite burdening about money. I feel like someone withdrew money, withheld money from you, or someone literally stole something from you, either money or something valuable. I mean, not necessarily personally valuable, but yeah, it has its financial price, something cost-worthy. But it doesn't have to be for everyone about a literal theft. Just maybe someone lost a legal case and they were supposed to pay you something and they didn't. Or it was in a job where a boss didn't pay something or they didn't pay enough, or some kind of, I forgot the English word, but I know that I'm supposed to know it. Is it elements? When someone has to pay for the child. There is just some imbalance about money. It could be anything here. Someone was trying to get their way around something, but now this person has to give whatever they try to withhold from you. They have to give that to you now. With the Knight, the first feeling that I got when I saw him is that he was coming up in a negative way. After starting the reading, I also saw the positive aspects of him, so I want to include both and not see it as a confusion. So the first thing that I was getting is this Knight in a negative way being someone who is very excessive, someone who exaggerates a lot, someone who might also be physically very fit and strong, but in a very unhealthy and vain way. Like not being focused on health, just being focused on, I don't know, having big muscles and posing around. This person might be aggressive, this person might also beat people up, something like that, someone like that. Sometimes when the Knight comes up in a negative way, there's also something about being too fierce, being too brutal, also having problems with alcohol. So this Knight could actually also be the thief. They could be the same person, but this person will be held accountable for this financial distress that they caused to you or someone else. We have the Enchantress here, and she usually comes up in a negative way. Not always, but mostly. This could be an older person, woman or man, supporting this Knight person in what they were doing, covering up for them. It could even be... That is just an example. That does not have to be your case at all. A situation like the Knight finding a lawyer, a shady lawyer also helping them. Even though the other party, or you, has a right to have this. Or it could be, the Knight could be someone who's in some kind of institution under some kind of care by a social worker maybe, and this social worker is quite shady and allows the night to act out. This is some kind of dream team here. I don't feel like they have a close friendship with each other. Maybe this enchantress is not even on purpose supporting and covering up. Maybe this enchantress is just someone who's very ignorant. Someone who is secretly enjoying someone else's misery, but they are not actively doing something against you, but they are using the night as some kind of, like they are some kind of puppeteer, playing the strings of the night. Or the enchantress as a metaphor could be the ground in which something can grow, something negative. And the night is the one who's actively doing the wrongdoing, but the enchantress is the one who's letting the night do us, who is like nurturing this negative process by not setting boundaries and so on. For some of you, we have the rainbow card. Sometimes this card, I created it with several meanings. And sometimes it comes up as the death of a pet. But I feel like here it comes up as death in general. Even though I have a death card here in my deck, it doesn't matter. This card feels like death. This could be about someone's funeral or someone's inheritance, some money regarding that there was some injustice. It could also be that you weren't even aware that someone was withholding something from you. So now let me also get into the positive aspect of the night. Then it is a completely different person, but I feel like the night represents two people in your life. On one hand, the first negative person. On the second hand, there is a second person being a good night, not being a bad night, but representing the positive features of a night. Like being brave, being loyal, being fierce in a healthy way, being obedient in a healthy way, like respectful, let me put it that way. Obedient always sounds a little bit unhealthy. This is someone who is very strong internally and physically. This is someone who wants to help people. And I feel like this person comes in to help you, and this person will bring some kind of not only justice, but they might even be the person who will make you become aware of some kind of imbalance or injustice. This person will not like to see this kind of cheating going on. This person has a very very strong sense for justice. And this person is brave enough to always step in, even though this person might not be someone whom you know personally. This might be someone in a professional field looking through some papers or I don't know what, and then finally figuring out, oh my God, something was going wrong here. Something was being withheld from this person. I'm going to deal with that, and I'm not afraid of any consequences or any struggles that might come up due to me finding out something was wrong here. So this person is fair and brave. We have the white dragoness here, and this is a good sign. Like She is the highest card in my deck. She is godlike. She is the source of all knowledge, all power, of all energy. And this means in your case here, like there is a spiritual force behind all of that that will tackle down the negative energies, make them become obvious to you, and also make the good energies become obvious to you. Differentiating, discerning between good and bad in this situation. This white dragoness is also playing the strings, but she is much, much better and stronger than the enchantress. She's not manipulative. And she has authority to do that. The enchantress does not. This is black magic. This is white magic. This enchantress is also very blind. She has turned her back to the white dragoness. She does not even know that this spiritual force exists. Like, let's just look at the enchantress literally, not as a metaphor for someone wicked, but as a literal enchantress. This might be someone being very proud of their black magic and whatever. They might feel very powerful about themselves, not knowing that there is something lingering in the background that is all-knowing, all-seeing, and that has control over everything. And whenever this one wants to snap, this one is immediately over. This one is just waiting for the perfect timing. Now I want to take a look at these two cards together, very spiritual combination. So there is still something about death here, about the bridge between life and death. And I feel like this is a current topic for you, or will become a topic. I'm not saying that there will soon be a death around you, nothing like that. It's just a topic itself that you might think about. Or maybe it's also a sign that whoever has passed here, if this money situation was about inheritance or funeral, and this is, it might even have happened like 10 years ago. And after a long time, something comes out here about the money. That this will make you reconnect to this deceased person, even if they have been dead for 10 years, that you might pick up some kind of spiritual connection, like this spiritual force that has always been working for you in the background. It might step forwards a little bit more and open something within you that makes you capable of having some kind of very spiritual afterlife contact. At the bottom of the deck we have the healer, and I would not say that in your case this is a literal person. I feel like more this card we could translate it into healing. And there is the healing of an injustice and imbalance that some of you have not even been aware of. And also there is a healing of your perception. Like, yeah, the fact that you have not been aware of. Why is that? Why did you not see that someone was withholding something from you? This is important here as well. So there has to be a healing so that this will not happen to you again. So that the next time someone is trying to cheat, you can feel and see that. There is also a healing of some kind of spiritual bridge or spiritual blockage, let me put it that way. It's more, that something has been blocked from your perception, not only regarding this situation, but also regarding your own spiritual gifts. And this healing process will bring in this bridge between life and death so that you can become aware of certain things. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.